Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to first start off by reading this article titled to you, and this was published only on the 18th of August, and it says Bitmine Immersion (BMNR) is the #1 ETH treasury in the world. Now, the second largest crypto treasury globally and the 10th most liquid US stock, trading $6.4 billion per day on average. Now again, this was published on the 18th, so really just a couple of days ago. However, since then we have seen the price of ETH, we've seen the price of also BMNR also dropping, right? So today we are looking at a drop of 7.27%. This takes us down to the 49.60 range. Come over to the ETH chart and what we're seeing, 7.97%. So clearly quite similar. You can see on the ETH chart, we are looking at that drop off towards the end of the day. And over here, we're just seeing that general slide. Now to break this down a little bit more, we had an initial drop at open, you can see. However, we came back ever so slightly with a run of about 6% in the morning. It didn't really last very long, as by 11:25 things started to turn down, and we went down by literally 9.7%, I think it is, or 9% I should say, from these highs of the day. So with all of this, the question is, where do we go next? Please do bear in mind as well, Dow, S&P, Nasdaq and Russell are all red today, so this is something to also pay attention to. But yeah, where do we go from here? What comes next? Well, before we jump into the video, I want to say a few things. Number one, of course, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Do your own research and make up your own opinions. However, with that being said, we might as well jump straight in. Now, where I'm going to start off is actually by looking at the trend for the past, month, the past couple months, which still shows us that we are up massively. Again, if we're looking at the fundamentals here, you could make a very strong argument that we have some very good news, some very important news, some very interesting news. However, at the same time, with markets broadly being down today, and with the price of cryptos on the whole being down today, I'm not really that surprised by this price drop, right? I'm not that surprised at all. Again, when you look at the trend more broadly, we are still up big. And I think going forwards into the next couple of days, there is a degree of caution that I would want to personally carry into the markets. However, this is not necessarily the worst sign in the world. Now, with that being said, I would still urge a lot of caution. I think there is inevitably going to be a lot of volatility here. I think this goes without saying, especially with the popularity of this stock at the minute. Now, at the same time, briefly looking at the charts, there are a few things that also stand out. To me personally, it is a good thing that we are able to remain above this $46 support that we have seen hold up previously, right? That was the lowest point that we've been to as of recent, so a hold above that would be very, very good to see into the next day or so. I think that is absolutely possible for tomorrow. I think that's going to be one of the key levels to look towards. However, if anything here, the thing that I'm trying to pay attention to is the downside, right? Is there that upside potential? Yes, but at the moment, things in the market more broadly are a bit shaky, right? Prices of ETH going down, prices of stocks in general going down. All of this is important to pay attention to when considering where this could go next. So yeah, the next level to the downside that I'm looking for is that level that I say in the 46 range. Beyond that, guys, we could be looking to go lower into the $30 range. Now, as low as that may sound, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. A bounce above these ranges here that you can see in the range of about $30 exactly, maybe 31, 32. That would be the low end, yeah. But I wouldn't be too against that, right? It would be very, very far from where we are right now. But I think if we went to those levels, people would see it as a massive loss. Do I think it is a massive loss? No, not really. Just look to where we were in June compared to that range, like I say, of roughly 30. We'd still be up by 570%. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Now, the reason why I say this is because I think even if we don't see that, it's something that you're going to need to prepare for. We are in a time right now where you're going to be seeing lots and lots of volatility, I should say, entering the markets, right? You're going to be seeing lots of downside potential in the next couple of days, and a lot of people are going to get a little bit nervous as this one continues to drop. I mean, bear in mind, we've just seen this one dropping from this price of about $70 recently all the way to this $49 point. So some people are going to be a little bit nervous. At the same time, look at what happens when this one goes up. When it moves in the right direction, it tends to move by quite a bit. So you're going to get volatility on either side. Again, like I say, 46 is a level that I'm looking to really pay attention to in the next few days. If that holds up, great. If we are able to hold up onto that, and if we are able to slightly consolidate from that point, we could be looking for a push even higher. However, if that does not happen, I think there's every possibility that we could be coming down to the 40 range, to the 35 range, or even to the 30 range, right? I know that's something that a lot of people don't want to hear. I know that's something that a lot of people may disagree with. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm going to share my personal opinions on this. Again, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, so please do make sure to do your own research. However, if you did enjoy this short video, make sure to give it a like and do subscribe, and I hope I'll see you again. Goodbye.